because I had been thinking for 2 years, everybody, because this is such a little known disorder. The doctors that I'd seen prior to this, none of them had ever even heard of it. They were doctors. I'm a musician, and this is one of the biggest challenges for any musician would be to come down with this, and I'd never heard of it. So here she tells me what it is, and after 2 years of thinking I'm going crazy, I thought, oh, thank goodness I have something. but then it set in that, hey, this is incurable. Well, what does that mean? I mean, musicians, we cure our problems by just playing things over and over and over again. So I literally, I went into denial. I walked out of there. I was like, there's no way. I practiced and played and kept trying the same things over and over. I played all these pieces hundreds and thousands of times. I practiced them even more. And doing the same thing over and over didn't help. So
your career was over.
So I got to a point, right, where I was back to playing Up and Through the Dead. Literally.
And like I said, your career was over.
You know, I've never done anything with music, you guys. It's all I've ever wanted to do, and I found some work doing, being a director of a music program at a church, and I even got a job at my son's Montessori school. I'd sit on the floor with little kids from preschool through 5th grade and do music every day. Well, once a week, I mean, every Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Billy Day, they called it when I came. And I was done.
Right.
Couldn't play my music.
So what happened?
I went and got a second opinion. I went to the Mayo Clinic, and they told me the same thing. And then I realized, you know what? Denial is something I'm really good at. And what happens after denial is getting real with yourself about what's happening. And so my first step was I just had to admit, wow, yep, I have this going. I don't like the sound of it, I don't like the feeling of it, but I have it. And it's creating problems, but hey, wait a minute. You know, I've just spent 2.5 years of my life thinking about what's wrong with me, what doesn't work. What if I took some time to assess what does work? You know, what if I took some time as well, hey, wait a minute. This hand seems fine. In fact, in this funny style of guitar playing that I was known for, one of the hands only has to do a limited amount of things. Wait a minute. No. Oh, Billy, you're not thinking of doing this in your early 40s, are you? Going to try to start over? What? People that old can't do anything.
None of us would know anything about that. We'll let you know when we get that.
But you know, but really honestly, my age was a big thing. I really think to myself, can I really do that?
Yeah, your life is almost over.
You know, hey, the music business is a young person's field, right? Okay, that's what I'm getting at. Like my time, mine was coming to an end. Anyhow, well, I took this guitar into my repair guy, and I turned it into a left-handed guitar. And I went home, and I got on the internet, and I wrote a note to everybody, all my fans, and I finally came clean about why I'd been doing less and less shows. I shared what was going on inside me and what the real problem was. And immediately got tons of emails back. People said, we're praying for you, man, try it, do it. You know, I announced that I was going to give this a go, that I was going to try to relearn the guitar left-handed, and to try to be not just
And play the music that you
right,
written.
exactly. Not just to try to play for myself, but to try to actually get back to the point where I could get out and play my music. It was tough to me the first time. I might be the only guitar player you've ever met who had to learn the guitar 2 times, you know. But essentially, that's what I was faced with. Or, you know, to go on not being able to participate. I used that word earlier, like not being able to participate in what I love to do, which is to play music.
So what'd you do? You had to practice.
Oh, well, I had to I had to stop doing the same old thing and start practicing a new thing, which was to take my skills from this hand and one note at a time, take them in the brain and move them over there. And you know, when I would first, the first three notes in the first song that I started were like this. They go, whoa, whoa, whoa. And this hand went, whoa, 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 right along with it. And I stopped and went, whoa. How is that? Are we wired, like hardwired? And the truth is, yeah, we get hardwired into doing things a certain way. And for me, I had to like really relax that hand. Just note after phrase, you start with one note, then you take one phrase, then you take one section, and you just build on it, build on it, build on it. Hours and hours.
Yeah. So every day you practice how long?
Well, in between, you know, I guess if I added it up, probably 4 to 5 hours a day for a good 3.5 years. To try to get it back.
Yeah, they need to hear this.
Really?
Yeah, because they're not doing it. Well, they're not really practicing their craft before they go do it. See, they see you play and they think this is work because they hear you play and they think it's and they think it's work. Actually, hearing you play is play for you. The work occurred.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And these guys don't want to work; they just want to play. They just want to get up on stage and work with buyers and sellers, but they don't want to do the work it takes in order to be able to do that at a concert level.
Right.
Can you hear that?
And musicians, we all know the guys that practice and don't practice. Like in college, you always knew which were the guys who were trying to sneak by, because the truth is, everybody, there's no sneaking by when you play music. The music either flows or it doesn't flow.
Hey, guess what? There's no sneaking by being a realtor either. Well, they're trying to. There's a lot of people that are trying to sneak by. They're telling their families that. They're telling their kids that. Lying to their customers.
Well, I think the toughest thing for me, everybody, when I first started over, was the fact is nobody sounds good. Nobody sounds good the first day they pick up whatever instrument it is. Whether it's guitar or violin or any instrument, guess what? Everybody sounds awful when you first start.
But if you don't practice, you're going to sound awful 5 years later.
Exactly. So the tough thing for me was going back to that place where I sounded awful. But that's the place of being really real with yourself, and that was the place that I had to get comfortable with. I had to say, okay, you know, yep, I did have it all. Yep, I've lost it all. Now I sound. I mean, my kid at the time was playing guitar and sounded better than me. That was tough to go through, but you stay at it. You stay at it, and it's a process of reconnecting. You know, they talk about artists. There's a connection between the head, the heart, and the hands. And I was in a place where there was a disconnection between all three of those, and I had to go through that process now, trying to reconnect my head, my heart, my hands to be able to do what I love to do.
Well, we're glad that you did.
Well, thank you for having me.
I think that what they need to know is that this isn't something that you figured out a long time ago. They're actually meeting you today as you're just trying to come back.
This is it for me, you guys. This is real life. These are the first steps here in this year, 2009. It's such a big year for me to try to establish it, get back to that performance level. So this is really, truly happening. I mean, I can't believe it.
They had professional issues, and I just wanted you to meet someone who really did. And did something about it. All right, can you play one more song before we take a break?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Awesome. And let me just stop and say that you're going to hang around.
I am going to hang around.
Okay, and I made you bring some DVDs and a CD.
Yes,
Okay,
correct.
so you have a limited amount of those I know you can bring.
Yeah, my brand new stuff.
Okay, so you'll be back there. Those songs that you played are on it.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Okay, so if they want to do that,